The thing that keeps me awake at night is really crypto and the crypto industry. But Terra Luna Classic is the one that is like my favorite for sure. Like that's the real one out there. And I do think there's a lot of potential with Terra Luna Classic in a sense. So what's going on with all these crypto projects? Where are they going to be going in the next few years? This is the big question people have right now. So I'll keep you guys updated with this one. Seems like crypto is just getting started. It's going to be big. And I'm definitely really excited to see more of it.
It's Matt here. So I want to talk to you about Terra Luna Classic. And, we're seeing a dive in the price right now. And this is currently at 6:29 a.m. On the 16th of December. So if you're watching this either later in the day and think...
So yeah, Terra Luna Classic is definitely dumping. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing per se. I think it's just like markets being different. Markets like changing forever. And that's the big scenario I'm seeing right now. So I'll keep you guys updated with more news like that. That being said, right now, it does seem like pretty cool news that Terra Luna Classic is going up and down because it's better than no activity at all. So like before it had no activity at all. And Matthew Perry has been covering it even when there's maybe 1,000 people watching. Now there's a lot of people coming back to Terra Luna Classic because it has so much hype and it keeps me excited.
Things do kind of come back a little bit, do start to...
Exactly how he said it. There's things coming back a little bit and Terra Luna Classic is seeing those price level gains.
Rise, then that's great to see because I don't know exactly when this is going to be posted. It may be posted early, it may be posted late, but I really don't know. So you check out some of the links down below.
So are you in favor of Binance launching a 1% off-chain burn tax for Luna Classic and USDC? So that means like they're going to burn themselves. I think that would be an awesome concept. Like everybody would like that, but can you get exchanges to agree to burn 1% of their profit? I don't know. Like you have to have all exchanges agree to have like these type of burns. And could it be hard? Like you have to have someone employed to do these burns. I mean, in concept, it's cool, but is it really going to happen? There's a small chance.
You do this because we want to see a burn. We want to see the decrease in the supply and we want to see the overall success. So if you want to check out that tweet, I will provide the link to the tweet at the top of the description. Make sure you go over there, you retweet it, you answer the poll, you like it, you do everything you can in order to catch traction with this. I want to see it push out to
So yeah, it does seem like this is an interesting concept, like Binance Exchange burning like 1% of all their tokens. It's definitely a cool concept, don't get me wrong, but it will really happen? I don't know. It might never happen, and that's the bad thing about it. Like, this might never happen in crypto because you cannot agree, like you can never agree on one thing. And exchanges saying, okay, we're going to take 1% of our profit and we're going to burn it all. Like, that keeps people scared, per se. That keeps people really scared. But I do think it's a possibility. Now, is it going to happen? Nobody knows for sure. And that's what I'm scared about.
I've been receiving a lot of, messages, comments, chats, where people are like, should I sell my Terra Luna Classic? It got to a level of 0.00027. It got to...
So yeah, a lot of people are concerned about right now because this is the age-old question. Like, should I sell my Terra Luna Classic and move on? Terra Luna Classic has went up. It's time to like see bigger price levels, and I think that's where the difference is. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize the potential Terra Luna Classic has in the crypto industry right now, but there's definitely chances in this industry. There's definitely chances for Terra Luna Classic to grow in the following days, and I think that's what keeps a lot of people excited. But there's also a possibility that Terra Luna Classic will never recover and crash down the line. So it's a very hard pick to make because everybody knows, everybody probably held a few tokens that crashed to zero. And also, if you want to follow me on my crypto journey, this is going to be my crypto journey, not anyone's else, not your grandmother's, not my dog's crypto journey. It's my crypto journey. And if you want to follow me, it's that smash like button for Coin Central. Like, Coin Central is here and he's going to be supporting you in the crypto video endeavor. Like, people deserve to know where crypto is going. And I'm pretty excited about that as well. So I'll keep you tuned to that.
2.7 cents or percent of a penny. And a lot of people were like, should I buy or should I sell? I need to, capture this money. I gained so much out of it. I bought at a way lower point, and I have so many Terra Luna Classic coins, and I want to sell and gain some money out of it. And if that's the case, if you're thinking short term, then go for it. I'm not.
So yeah, he's saying a very fair point. If you don't like your Terra Luna Classic and you want to sell it, you should do it. If you're going for okay, crypto might not perform as well and I'm afraid, nobody's going to stop you in this industry. Nobody's going to say, no, you should actually hold, because that would be insanely silly. Like if you tell someone, yeah, maybe I should hold, maybe I should not sell. That's not the realistic scenario. And I think a lot of people, they don't realize that.
Not going to tell anybody to hold on to this forever and diamond handed until
Matthew Perry makes a fair point. We don't know what's going to happen with Terra Luna Classic. And I think this video title is Luna Classic is not for weak investors. Terra Luna Classic is for a roller coaster ride. And we're probably going to be seeing much more roller coasters in the next few months, in the next few days probably, because crypto right now is just astounding. It's one day it's up, the next day down 7%. So it's not like one of those passive investments where you can just pull your money out anytime, because you're going to be in a huge loss. And I think people are starting to realize that. That's why they are not becoming that much of a fan of Terra Luna Classic. So this, I'll keep you updated with more news on exactly what's going on and where crypto will go in the next few days. But that being said, tons of potential in this industry for Terra Luna Classic in the following days.
Hurt to take 33% of what you have, take your initial investment, and then leave the rest that's in there, right? It doesn't hurt. That's what I always try and do. When I get to a level to where I'm probably at, especially in crypto, in the stock market, my mind has changed. It's different. It's still, I look at 5% and 10% as a decent gain.
So yeah, in crypto, the reason why people also buy crypto is it's a very, very fast moneymaker. I think people like to talk about that. It's a fast moneymaker, but it's also a fast loss maker. And people are afraid of that in that sense. There's tons of possibilities for crypto, but there's also a ton of bad stuff happening for crypto. So yeah, I think it says a very fair point. Are we going to be seeing more of these bull runs? Yeah, potentially. There could be more possibilities for the bull run. But again, Terra Luna Classic, unpredictable. If you guys want more content like this, smash that like. I think we should talk about WorldCoin today. This is one of the tokens that people really don't talk about for some reason. And that's a good question. Why people don't talk about WorldCoin? It's literally made by Sam Altman, one of the biggest people in the industry right now. He knows everything. And I do mean everything in that sense with crypto coins. So that's a pretty exciting thing to hear from Sam Altman as itself. It's next level. It's really next level to hear from him talk. And that being said, it does seem like we do have more updates from Sam Altman itself. There's a lot of excitement in that way. There's a lot of good stuff planned. And I do think there's going to be more positives in the near future. So that being said, let's talk about what exactly will happen with Sam Altman, will happen with crypto in the following days, and actually happen with WorldCoin, because this is the one that's actually been said it's going to be one of the leading gainers, and it hasn't seen that type of level yet.
Most of trading happens on Binance. Only 0.6% happens on a decentralized exchange. And on top of that, there is a thriving perpetual futures market.
So it seems like there's mostly people trading it on Binance, so this is the normal thing. But the other thing is also people buy it for fun. People buy it in a level that they never seen before, and that's the exciting part of it. So what I'm pretty excited about to hear is, where will this token go from here? Will it go up? Will it go down? I definitely think there's massive potential for this token, for this one. So many positive things happening with this token. And that is because AI is potentially the future. Like, people love to talk about AI. They love to talk about crypto. And if you can mix both, well, that's even better, right? And I think that's where the real fun does come in for crypto overall. So that being said, let's take more of that into perspective. Like, definitely more news incoming for that reason. So I'll keep you guys updated with that.
Market with bets on the price where the token itself doesn't even exchange hands. The market cap of WorldCoin is 400 million. The trading volume on those perpetual futures, on those bets on the price, is more than 3 times that, 1.4 billion. So this gives us a first idea of price manipulation. This is how the game works. You run a sports betting house and you allow people to bet on either team A or team B winning. Now, on top of having that sports betting house, you also have a big impact on the game. You bought the referee and you can decide if team A or team B wins. This is pretty much how centralized exchanges use the perpetual futures market. Centralized exchanges own a lot of the supply of the coin, and so they can pump up the price or they can depress the price.
That's very well said. Like, a lot of these exchanges, they can decide who wins in crypto and what wins. And I think that's the biggest difference in crypto markets overall. Like, anyone can decide where crypto will go in the near future. And right now, a lot of these exchanges can say, okay, I want crypto to go up, and it's going to go up in the near future. And I think that's the big difference that crypto exchanges don't realize, is there's so many of different trading bots out there. And that's what really gets the trading up there, that really gets the commission for a lot of people. It's like the dark side of crypto.
Get liquidated. The same, of course, works the other way around, right? When everybody's betting on falling prices, then the centralized exchanges can simply buy up more of the supply. They already hold so much that they don't have to buy that much to push the price further. Now, that's the story, but still, let's have a look at some data here. WorldCoin is an inflating token. The number.
So it seems like the reason why WorldCoin is actually dropping is a fairly simple reason, and that is because, yeah, most people, they want to keep it in that way. They want to actually say, no, I'm gonna like go ahead and I'm not gonna have anything from that matter. I'm not gonna keep WorldCoin, but instead I'm gonna sell it. And that was the big problem in crypto right now. And I'll keep you guys updated with more of that info, but definitely more in the following days, because seems like a lot of people, why would they hold WorldCoin? And if it keeps getting more, even on psychology level, there's no reason to keep and hold WorldCoin for them.
More attention, making more money in the process. But remember the analogy I used just a few moments ago. This is a game where the sports betting house has bought the referee.
Okay, so he's basically saying in this video, so the way I understood it is WorldCoin already has a huge supply of people. You know, they already know who's gonna win, and guess what? Like, it's a VC investor backed. So he's basically warning people about WorldCoin. I could be understanding this incorrectly, but the reason why WorldCoin is so pumped up is most of the investors are actually huge VC backed investors. Like, they have large investments, not only the retail investors like we see with Bong. And I think that's the big difference with all these meme coins. Why people buy meme coins is because mostly people hold them and not big institutions. And when you have WorldCoin, well, it's going on a basis that's going to have an awesome product with seeing basically an eye. It's going to have an eye scanner. It's going to have all sorts of AI. And people love that. People love to see that. And I think that's what really makes WorldCoin go up so much, because, well, people want to hold it. People want to hold WorldCoin in the long run, in the short run, and everyone is excited to hear about that. Now, that being said, is the best token to hold? Possibly not, because there are so many tokens out there, but it could be like a small investment. Again, he's basically saying, you know, that the referee already knows the better in a way. So there's already someone who won in this scenario, and it couldn't be like the people who are buying these random tokens. So a pretty interesting scenario, if you ask me. But I'll keep you guys updated with more news on that. Until next time, peace everyone. I actually love watching YouTubers that are buying altcoins, and he said this is the top altcoins I'm buying to get rich, and this is what I wanted to see, to react to, basically say what's good and what's wrong with this video. And if you want more content like this, why not press that like button? It costs you like nothing, literally nothing, and I think that's why a lot of people are so excited to talk about that. So that being said, let's jump right into the news. So yeah.
It is here. What if you could create a crypto portfolio now that could create a life-changing amount of money in just the near future?
So yeah, I think this is like the dream for everyone, to basically make enough money to crypto to escape poverty or to escape any sort of income.
It's cheaper for people to use.
Like any sort of day job. Like people don't want a day job anymore, and they want to find small cap altcoins. Now it's easier said than done in a way, and I think that's where the big problem lies. Like people think, okay, I'm gonna buy crypto, so it's gonna be easy. Absolutely not. It's a big process and it's a hard step forward, but it works, and it's gonna have more changes in the near future. That being said, I do think there is a ton of potential really in the crypto industry right now, like where we could be seeing, where could we be going from here. So right now, I do think crypto is just growing, just getting up there. So this is where like people are honestly really excited to hear about crypto. Like there's a ton of potential, there's a ton of possibilities, what could happen, but there's also like a ton of risk also. So the thing you have to know is like Axie Infinity. Let's take a look at this.
Web3 gaming, then you're a
let's let's take a look at Axie Infinity. So it had a biggest project out there. People were excited, people played it, and I think that's where really the drama started. Like Axie Infinity was one of the most popular games, but it also didn't perform that well as people expected. Now, like, is that like someone was the last person to buy Axie Infinity in this case, and they weren't happy. So that being said, that doesn't mean that Axie Infinity is a bad game, but it does mean that Axie Infinity could potentially not ever recover to the price point it recovered to. And I think that's a very worrying process for a lot of people in that sense.
games. It's just a matter of time before more of these even larger gaming companies decide to move forward.
But that's very true. Web3 gaming is probably the future. Like, it's what keeps a lot of people hyped in a way. And it's what keeps me hyped. It's what keeps me making videos, because Web3 gaming, like 2021, we had really bad games. Okay, we had really terrible games. Nobody wanted to play them. But right now, like for Web3 gaming, a lot of people are actually starting to like to play these video games that previously they did not enjoy. And I think this is where the real possibility of Web3 gaming comes in, like people enjoying the process, people enjoying the video games, and them actually starting to play them. And that being said, it does seem like this is just a small beginning in a way, like with crypto incoming with more possibilities. So I am definitely excited, to say the least. Like, there is going to be tons of Web3 games coming in the near future. So that's one thing you should focus on. But there's also like tons of other possibilities where you could make money.
Things that weren't possible before. And
it's also worth noting that a lot of these games were made in 2021. Like, they started being developed in 2021. And at that time, they weren't worth much, but now they are. Now people play them. And that's what keeps people like excited. You know, people like the games now. So that's pretty cool.
One of those is allowing players to own their digital assets purchased in the game. So for example,
so I guess people kind of want to collect, you know, they want to collect video games and stuff like that. And that's what really gets people excited, keeps people awake at night. Like, I think it will keep a lot of people excited in a sense. Like, people love to play video games. And they will stay around to play them. You know, as long as you can make games fun, these tokens will go up in value. As long as the games are fun. If they're not fun, then forget it. The token price will crash.
Example, just Fortnite alone in 2021, one game did $6 billion in revenue. And this
The reason Fortnite made so much money is, well, because it's fun and most people like to play it. And I think that's the big difference here. If it's not fun, people will not play it. And I definitely find that concerning, you know.
This is only going to increase as time goes on. Now, the first project I'm invested in is Immutable X IMX. Now, this is a layer 2 solution built on top of Ethereum that allows games and other developers to come in and build applications utilizing its technology very easily. And all through the bear market, Immutable X has been...
So Immutable is something that was like big for Web3 games. And that's something that a lot of people and YouTubers are talking about because this is the Illuvium. And the real reason, like the big crashes that happened, is actually with Illuvium, with all these type of games. Like people were not happy with these ones. Like these are the ones that crashed the most, dropped the most in value. And I mean, yeah, it sucks. It really does suck. But that doesn't mean that they can't recover and can't do even better than before. So that keeps me really honestly excited for all these Web3 games that we're going to be seeing in the near future. So I'll keep you guys updated with more news on that. Also, like there's tons of Web3 games that could actually blow up and perform really well.
She's playing a role here. Now, one of the companies
So MakerDAO. Now this one is really interesting to me because MakerDAO I haven't heard it from since 2021, but seems like it's focusing also on different games. I think it was before focusing on video games, and here's gives a very good reason why.
12 to 15x from where it's at currently. Now, there are some other projects in this category that I'm going to mention later on, but they're much smaller. But just as big as I think digitizing assets will be, I think artificial intelligence will be even bigger. And it's
now AI is going to cover a lot of jobs, and it's not going to cover the way we expect. It could be just like doing small mundane tasks like doing accounting. So it's not going to take away your job in terms of serving food. But it is a big market size. And 2030, like it could become a bigger market. Right now, it's a pretty small market. So the more jobs it solves, the sooner you accept it. Like that the AI coins, like WorldCoin, they're really a long-term game. And they're like a promise that the crypto AI, not just the crypto industry, but AI in general, will go up.
It's projected that the market size for AI as a whole will increase 50% every year going into 2032. And this is not even mentioning that AI is one of the most popular niches out there.
So yeah, AI is pretty big right now. It's definitely not small. And I think that's what keeps a lot of people engaged in a way in this industry. That's what keeps a lot of people out there because crypto and AI are mixing a lot. And it's not as hyped as it was in 2022. But it's definitely getting out there
right now. The first AI project that I'm in is Origin Trail, ticker symbol TRACK. And it's the first decentralized intermediary that helps companies track their goods by giving them...
So yeah, I think tracking, like, let's take a look at smaller like companies. They have a ton of expenses, they have a ton of problems. And that's really what these companies are trying to solve in a way. They're trying to optimize all those big problems right now AI has. But that being said, we'll see what happens with that. There's like a ton of possibilities.
A digital fingerprint. Now the entire ecosystem runs on the TRACK system. So as the utility and more companies adapt TRACK, the value of the TRACK token should increase. Now a similar company that I mentioned before that deals with AI and supply chain is VeChain. However, there are a couple of key differences. The main one being is that a VeChain is essentially its own blockchain, while TRACK is built upon Ethereum. The main problem I've seen with TRACK since their inception is their marketing, but that's why they're still under the radar. Now, right now, the global supply chain market is...
So Origin Trail is one I heard some time ago, and that was pretty exciting. I think they've been developing for a long time, like different type of things, different type of projects. And this is really what people were kept in the loop in a way, like why people stayed in this area. And I do think this is the start of something big. Like if crypto goes up, these projects are the first to rise. And that's why I'm seriously excited, like seriously excited about this one. So I'll keep you guys updated with that one a bit more, really. And that being said, does seem like crypto is gonna go and develop more. So we are gonna be seeing more of these crypto exchanges rising up, going up, and actually performing better as they did in 2022, especially with the power of AI, with the power of all these exchanges. This is what I'm talking about. Exchanges saw a massive growth. Video gaming tokens, these are the best industries to grow right now, because video games, they were really trash in 2021. 2022, they can perform really well, and that's what keeps people awake.